Look what just arrived. The Surrealist Tarot. Luigi Giamarino, I think. I'm not, I probably butchered the name. I apologize, Luigi. Luigi, if you ever watch this video, which I don't think you probably ever will, then I apologize for butchering your name. All right, let's find out how this looks in real life. We got the plastic off. We need to see what is happening with all of that. Sorry for the shaky cam, but we got to do what you got to do. Anyway, Surrealist Tarot. There's the back of the box. There is the side of the box, and let's look at the cards. That's the mainstay everybody wants to see. It's a nice deck of cards. Comes with cards and a little white book. This is from Llewellyn. So if you enjoy Llewellyn cards, this is going to be added to your list. Doesn't look as thick as I thought it would be, I guess. We'll find out how thick the cards are, card quality and whatnot. There's the little white book, and here are the cards. So there's the back. For Surrealist Tarot, I think the back does its job. I mean, the Surrealist Tarot does get you in that expectation mode, and I think that it gets the job done. So there we go. The Fool. Kind of cool. I like it. Very interesting. We are on top of the mountain, and we have our shoe apparently dislodged and posted on there. We have a face within the rocks and whatnot. I already like the color scheme. I gotta say, card quality is pretty thin. I mean, it comes up to here, so not exactly the thickest card quality that you could get. Magician, again, I believe the Surrealist Tarot does earn its namesake with the Magician card. I like that. It's weird. It's like their hand is part of the actual cup smoke, and the person interacting with them is also part of the cup smoke. And again, we have the shoe. Just an interesting detail on the shoe for whatever reason. High Priestess, interesting. I like it. Is that an egg? The Orphic egg, maybe in that. I like it. We have a lot of floating objects and whatnot. Again, the colors are just very vibrant. Empress, I like it as well. We have a little bit of a hint, maybe, of a pregnancy. I like that as well. Pretty cool. It's like the Empress is coming out maybe of a cocoon. I kind of feel, and that's what it does sort of feel like. The Emperor, I also like. That's interesting. Sort of a very scholarly gentleman, sort of submerged in green water, which normally you get out of the Six Flags park. Have you ever been to Six Flags with all the rides and all the adventures, Six Flags of Texas or what have you? They have a green water, and their water is very green and disgusting looking. So it reminds me of that. Hierophant, that is a lot of detail. That is an excessive amount of detail. I love just how surreal that looks, and how the monks have no head. Also very cool. Very unusual. A lot of symbolism within here, I imagine. Definitely need to dive into the little white book and sort of see what some of these symbols mean. Looked at one, not so much. Definitely something to dive into sort of on our own. Lovers, I like. Lovers is interesting. Very interesting. Then we have the Chariot. Again, the fascination with the skinny dude and the hat. Skinny dude in a suit and a hat. We have the Chariot. So the skinny dude in the hat has the pipe, the apple, and he is a part of the wall figure. Face covered up by a dove, it looks like. Justice is wild and cool. I love the concept of the Justice card on here. I think that really works. Hermit is interesting. Interesting, not sure what's going on there. The Wheel, which is the box cover, that's nice. The Wheel, which is the box cover, looks pretty cool. It's sort of a picture within a picture, maybe within a picture within a picture. Strength, I like it. Interesting as indeed. We do have the Hanged Man, which is a card inside of a card, kinda. I like it, sort of this watery feel beneath him or her. And Death. Death is kind of cool. I'm not sure what that means or that means. Again, a ton of symbolism in this deck. The symbolism in here is not They did not skimp on the symbolism. Temperance, I like that. I like the eye, sort of holding the eye, the information there. The devil, sort of another old white dude, I guess, with a little mustache, a little Dr. Evil, maybe a little sort of a Bond villain mustache going on there. We have the balloons that are, I'm not sure what they are. The tower, pretty traditional tower with a surrealist. You do have things sort of falling down, falling up maybe as well. We have the star. Again, you know, sort of that symbol there that's on the back. I'm not sure what that symbol means, but very cool that it is all over the place. And the star does not disappoint. The moon, interesting. It's almost like the moon is made of rock. And then the rocks are sort of bleeding down or filtering down and forming a place for the skinny white dudes to stand in suits. The sun, sunny side up. I get it. I get it. Sunny side up. I mean, the joke, it's great. Judgment. Judgment. I have no idea what's going on here. Judgment. No clue. The world. Also interesting. Definitely not a Rider-Waite-Smith clone per se. They didn't really stick to a lot of the standard symbolism and whatnot, which I guess is good. But you do have a lot of, this is almost like the rebirth reincarnation of judgment, right? You have people coming out of either a grave or something else as it goes. I think that's pretty cool. You got the Ace of Cups. Again, this person in the suit with a head of a cup. And then we have the Two of Cups. We have a skater and somebody with a wolf head. I mean, I guess it's interesting. We have the Three of Cups, a little bit of action going on there. All sort of celebration. We have the Four of Cups, being offered something we don't want. I'm not really sure what's happening with that. Then we have the Five of Cups, which is interesting. Interesting. Again, so far off of, it's so far off of the traditional Rider-Waite. I don't really, I'm kind of having a hard time sort of corresponding it back to that. Definitely not a beginner's deck. Like if you've never done tarot before, this probably is not your deck. It does have a ton of symbolism and what have you. Anyway, we got the Seven of Cups, all the different options of the cups. We have the shoe at top here as well, so it's very interesting. Let's sort of see with the Eight of Cups, we have sort of the rejecting things, leaving, exiting the situation. I think that works. Then we have the Nine of Cups, sort of collecting all of the cups. It looks like a jellyfish. A lot of jellyfish on people's head or some sort of thing happening there. Ten of Cups, again with the head sort of coming open, somebody peering out of it. Got the Page of Cups, not sure what this dude's doing. Not sure what that dude's doing at all. Looks like he's making a duck call. Making a duck call. Quack, quack, come here, duck. Knight of Cups. No clue. No clue. Queen of Cups. I like the color variance between the Knight and the Queen. Queen very definitely on the green side and looking pretty cool. King of Cups, another man in a hat with the head dislodged from their body and an umbrella. In every Surrealist deck you need the white dude with a hat with an umbrella opening up and revealing a shoe or something. Ace of Pentacles. The broken egg. Sure, let's do that. Two of Pentacles, making choices. I have no idea what's going on here. It looks like the people are riding. It looks more like a six. Quite frankly, that looks more like a Six of Swords. That looks a little bit more like a Six of Swords. You know, again, I have no idea what's going on. Three of Pentacles. No clue. Again, with somebody with a hat. A lot of hats. If you're into hats, my friends, the Surrealist Tarot is going to be your best friend. There's a lot of variety of hats. I love the Four of Pentacles color scheme. I love the color schemes in general. I think that they are pretty good. Five of Pentacles with the poor, sort of having issues, you know, they're coming out, I guess. Got people on stilts with unusual hats. We got the Six of Pentacles, the giving, and all of that. Very cool. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, a little bit of a, you know, the big bicycle with a small person on it with a hat. So, Eight of Pentacles, we have the work card. So we're working, we're diligently getting stuff done. Got the Nine of Pentacles, which is kind of interesting, I guess. We have the Ten of Pentacles, which is interesting too. It's kind of weird. It's sort of like a chessboard with chess pieces coming off of it. I like it. Looks like they're coming out of a toilet. Maybe a toilet with wings. You know, if you're going to make a toilet, I think all toilets should have wings. I think all toilets should be able to fly. Page of Pentacles, maybe a little bit more of the checkerboard kind of feel as it goes through there. We got the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is an interesting praying mantis type of feel. And then the Queen of Pentacles, kind of cool. King of Pentacles, interesting. It is the Surrealist Tarot. I'm not really sure how to, kind of catching me off guard with some of the artwork. Ace of Wands, another dude in a hat. Two of Wands, interesting. Almost like a mannequin feel to it. Three of Wands, the first kind of card that kind of corresponds with Rider-Waite Smith, I guess. I mean, you do have sort of looking out in the ocean. We are looking there. We have the checkered pattern on the cloth. I think the Four of Wands is kind of cool. That is also sort of a Rider-Waite derivative there. Then we have the Five of Wands, the conflict. We're getting kind of into the traditional feel there. We got the Six of Wands, the Lord of Victory, sort of being celebrated. We have the eyes all over the place and whatnot. And the Seven of Wands, sort of the defensive action on the hill. I guess it sort of represents that a bit. Eight of Wands, interesting. It's almost like the different parts of them are bleeding in. We have an artwork being made. So they're coming off of the palette, the artist's palette, with all of that stuff. We have the Nine of Wands, which is interesting. 10 of Wands, the encumbrance, again with the head, the hat, the bicycle. I guess we sort of come full circle at this point with that. Page of Wands. It looks like an artwork. It just looks like a, oh man, a little bit of sort of an unusual artwork, sort of stylish artwork there. We have the Knight of Wands. His head's right in his crotch. I think the head is right in their crotch. They seem to be disjointed and dismembered as well. Queen of Wands, somebody's holding her head up, and there appears to be something bleeding out of her mouth. Her head seems to be dislodged from her boobies, and she seems to be painting or something else with this other one. Okay, the King of Wands, it's getting weirder. It is the Surrealist Tarot. I think, you know, it doesn't disappoint. Ace of Swords, the last, something floating again. A lot of floating objects within this deck. Two of Swords, the hand reaching out. So she's sort of sitting there. That's kind of traditional a little bit. She's reversed. It seems to be a time limit maybe on something. And a Three of Swords. You know, a little Facebook symbol there. A Facebook happy face maybe. I mean, Three of Swords, your heartbreak happened on Facebook. I'm just saying, your heartbreak happened on Facebook, and now your heart is cut out of your chest, and you appear to be trapped onto that surface. Four of Swords, kind of traditional, a little bit. A lot of people kind of watching that dude. The dude's tied down by what looks like loaves of bread. I mean, that seems like that. Five of Swords, a Lord of Defeat. It looks defeatist indeed, with a lot of bandages sort of matching that. Six of Swords with the journey and whatnot. I don't really see. Okay, there we go. There we go. The boat journeying towards that as it goes. The Seven of Swords sort of sneaking out or sneaking in or getting returned. Not sure what's going on with the apple. Maybe we need to shoot the apple off his head or something. I'm not sure. Eight of Swords, the restrictions, kind of traditional with that. Nine of Swords. It looks like, you know, kind of loaves of bread, maybe. Loaves of stale bread up there. We got the apple. It's been shot off their head, and appears their head was shot off as well. Got the Ten of Swords, not sure what's going on. Page of Swords, another toilet-looking thing. And he appears to be smoking the toilet. That's weird. Okay. Now, I'm not sure where that came from. Dada phone. Sure, the Knight of Swords. That just came out of nowhere. Queen of Swords. Interesting. And the King of Swords. Wild deck. Weird deck. Definitely on the weird side, wild side. Okay. That's kind of weird. Looks like they're about to pull his eye out. If you like weird things, I think this is going to be your deck. Let's look at the little white book real quick and find out what kind of weird things we have in here. Wheel of Fortune, truth, the eternal evidence of constant change, acceptance of what has been, what is, what now will be. So it doesn't talk about the symbolism in the card, which is kind of disappointing, quite frankly. I think that the art, okay, my opinion coming up, my opinion of the day. I think they need a book with it. I think they need a book sort of explaining what the artist was trying to convey. I think that would be a big, big help. In this, there's a ton of symbolism. Colors are magnificent. They really pop. Somebody did a lot of work on this deck, and I think it's a very shame. It's a big shame that we didn't have a deluxe book. Maybe it exists somewhere. I'll go look, but yeah, I do want a book. I want to discuss what's here. I want to discuss what the artist was trying to convey, or at least portray to me as a reader, because I think this has a lot of work, a lot of diligent hours put into each card, and I'd love to understand what the artist was trying to convey to me personally. So that's just my opinion, but overall, I like it. Again, not a beginner's deck. And by far, not a beginner's deck, but it has enough interesting symbolism and enough extra stuff and meat to it that I think it could be a fantastic reading deck. I will be using this on the stream. Please hit like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you next time.